Good morning. I'm with Ms. Hantelman's Period 2 broadcasting class. My name is Craig Manazzi, our new superintendent of schools. And today I have the pleasure of interviewing Kathy Nervig, our food service director. So welcome to our show, Kathy.
It's great to be here. Honored to be here.
Kathy, tell us a little bit, first of all, you started here in early October, a little bit about your background, where you've come from, your background in food service and so forth, if you would.
Great. Yeah, I started here October 3rd. Very excited to be here. Before that, I was at Sadell Community School District for 8 years as their food and nutrition director. In the past, I've been at Ames and Nevada, same thing, food service director. I graduated from Iowa State, and I'm a registered dietitian. Taught at Iowa State also for a few years. So I love being out there in the environment of the school and working with the kids and teaching them about good ways to eat and how to be healthier.
Well, the kids have created some questions for you this morning,
Oh, good.
and so we're going to get into that a little
Great.
bit. Talk to us, first of all, this is more my question. You know, how has the food service has really evolved in moving into healthier foods and so forth? Talk to us a little bit about some of that past history of where we came from, where we are today, and things.
Right.
Please.
Well, the school nutrition program launched in 1946, so it's been around quite a while, and it came about because they determined after World War II that our troops were not physically fit going into the war, so they needed to raise their nutrition level and be healthier. I've been in the business a long time. It's changed a lot over the years. It's gone from everything completely scratch cooking to a little bit more convenience, and now we're taking a swing really to the healthy side. In 2010, the Iowa legislature passed the Healthy Kids Act, and so that year, and that was last school year, all of our a la carte items had to be processed through a nutrition calculator. So that they had certain parameters for calories and fats and sugars, and so everything we serve now for a la carte meets those parameters. And we got new regulations coming out for next year that'll increase fruits and vegetables, fiber, more fruit at breakfast, so a lot of even healthier things on the horizon.
Kathy, I don't know if you know this because you've only been with us for about a month, but do you have any idea about how many students participate in our lunch program, or percentages of kids that participate?
Yeah. I have to do a little bit more delving into that, but I think our participation is really pretty high. I think it's going to be close to the 70% mark, probably a little bit less at the high school because kids, take classes off campus and that type of thing. But, we're aiming every day to put out meals that kids will enjoy and that they will be able to participate in our program.
Let's get into a couple of the questions so I don't dominate, so the kids have a chance with some of theirs. But why did the chili Crispitos get taken off the menu?
The menu. I understand that was a big issue last year, and it was probably part of this effort to get a little bit healthier. Last year they were serving the Crispitos too with sour cream and cheese sauce, and I did a little calculation, and that came out to 700 calories and 1,450 milligrams of sodium, so it really had a lot of sodium. So I think the dietitian at the time thought, this isn't the best thing. So when I came, I thought, I know we're part of the IAEP food co-op, and I know that Crispitos are #1 seller on that co-op list, and that students really like them. So I thought, how can we serve them and have them be a healthier version of Crispito? And I look back at how we've done it at my previous school district. And so what we're going to launch on November 23rd, the day before Thanksgiving break, we're going to serve a Crispito. It's one Crispito. It's going to be served with chili and shredded cheddar cheese. And the totals for that are 415 calories, so we've nearly lost 300 calories. And the sodium dropped to 571 from 1450. So this is a healthier version. I hope the students will give them a try. It'll be a little bit different than what you're used to in the past, but kids, other places I've been, this was a #1 seller, and they like them served this way. So I really hope Southeast Polk students will also.
Well, it'll probably be a good warm-up for Thanksgiving, since it's the day before Thanksgiving, and the kids tell me that I've got to take part in that too, so we'll look forward to that.
Right.
Kind of take us through for our listeners and our audience, just kind of what happens from, you know, the deliveries of food and, you know, the cooks is, you know, they have such a rapid pace in the morning of getting everything ready and everything, and what that kind of looks like behind the scenes a little bit too.
It's a busy industry
It
to
is.
be in, and I think these days with food safety being just central to our mission, you know, our employees have to be very well trained. We have a HACCP plan in place so they know how to take the food as it comes into the door and treat it so it's served safely to our students. You know, I do the menu planning, the cooks out there in the kitchen, they do the purchasing and the delivery and the preparation of the food. That's one of the things I've noticed just being here a month. I've been around to all the kitchens and out. I'm starting round 2, just to be out there and to be aware of what's going on every day in the kitchens and watch the kids go through the line and see how well they like what we're doing. But it's a busy, busy work environment for our staff.
The kids mentioned fruits and vegetables and everything too. Talk to us about some of those healthier options that we're now seeing.
Right,
More
right. There
on a daily
are
basis,
many. I
please.
brought, and I don't know if we can zero in on this, but the new government effort is the My Plate. And I think this is a very good logo because it visually tells us how we should eat. You know, it shows on the plate half of the foods that you eat should come from fruits and vegetables. Grains, whole grains, because of more nutrients and fiber. A little bit of protein, not so much. Dairy, low-fat dairy. This is really the emphasis, and Mrs. Obama's initiative to just move. You know, we have to have a lot more physical fitness and physical activity in our lives too, in addition to what we eat each day. So.
Anything that, you know, you've only been here about a month, but
month.
anything in terms of things that you'd like to see as a food service director moving into the future? And, you know, obviously it's a little bit early for you to establish maybe goals that you have, but looking into the future.
In the
what
future,
you'd like to
I
see.
think the new thing will be rolling out these new regulations next year and making sure the students and the families really understand why we are going this direction. I think more and more nutrition education, how we can interject that into the curriculum so students, it's hard to just put it out there and assume they're going to eat it. They have to know why. So merging what I do every day, school nutrition, and what they learn in the classroom, I think is really an important thing. Of course, we're always aiming to get more kids participating in our program, and I'd like to have more interaction with kids. You know, if they have a student government, can I talk with them, get their ideas, that type of thing. So, yeah.
Well, I do know that this was a big topic for the kids. This was one they were interested in right away. And like we've talked about, I mean, all of the different parts of the operation are just so important, you know, all the way from the kids getting their bus ride to getting healthy meals, and that's all part of their education. And, you know, everybody who serves our students is an important member of the team. So, Kathy, welcome to Southeast Polk.
Thank you very much.
Glad to have you on our show today.
Great, thank you very much.